Is there a question? Yes, you say your name.
Yes, my name is Santo.
Santo,
yes.
Or where?
I write for a freelance. I write for Shinhua.
What?
Shinhua, yes, the Chinese government.
Don't Shinhua. Yeah.
So, could you just please tell us exactly what happened between the host communities and the local youth in Mangala? And then what is the latest development? Any arrest? How's the current situation? Yeah.
Okay, you're asking about situation in Mangala. What has happened in Mangala is very unfortunate that there were scuffles between the cattle herders from Jongole, particularly Bor, and the host communities. As a result of, the cattle as they are moving towards Bor, some of them entered the farms of the local community, and this created misunderstanding, and which led to loss of lives, and we regret for the loss of life, as I mentioned in my statement. And we took swift action. The government deployed forces in Mangala town and to deter any further escalation of the problem. And I want to inform you now that the government has taken control of the situation in Mangala, and all is peaceful. Though there is humanitarian challenge of the internal displaced persons as a result of the skirmishes that happen in the Jazeera areas or the islands, which we have called for support to the IDPs, and the government is also supporting. But by and large, the central point is the movement of cattle, and we are consistent, and the cattle are moving to Bor, and we call upon all the cattle herders kindly, in the interest of peace, let them move peacefully, and the communities of Sendo Gutoria has opened all corridors, both in Juba County and in Tarakega County, in areas of Gemeza, until they cross peaceful, and this is our wish. So Mangala, all is well so far. Yes.
Your Excellency.
Your name?
Lokure Henry from Redibra.
You are who? Lokure is here?
Yes.
I've been hearing about you, yes.
Yes. The information we had this morning is that the youth, you can say the armed youth from Bor are still in control of the area.
Control of which area?
In Mangala, where the conflict was taking place, and then the people have been displaced, others they were in the island. So I think it would be good news to hear that the situation is now under control. But again, comparing these two different informations, we want to get the clarification. When was the deployment done, and that one can help us.
You are asking a secret question, so we are not here to devolve security preparedness to the media. But I want to assure the people to be calm. The government has taken necessary precautions to control the situation. As I talk, the security advisor again has traveled to the area, so to ascertain any of the information they are telling us. But you are well aware that, and I want to inform the public that Mangala town is also hosting the communities from Jongole or Bor in particular, which came as a result of the floods. They are there. So I don't know if we are talking about their presence being taking over Mangala or what. Mangala is administered by an administrator who is sitting in Mangala town. So you can cross-check the information with the administrator who is in Mangala town about the takeover. It's true, there are people who are displaced in the islands as a result of the conflict. We know when conflicts erupt in a given location, definitely there are a lot of eventuality that will occur, including loss of lives and displacement. So we have called for support to the internal displaced persons as a government, and we are sure. There was a meeting, I want to inform the public that there was a meeting. I dispatched a team from the state led by the security advisor, the minister of local government, and Jongole government. Dispatched a team led by also an advisor of peace and the minister of local government. There was a meeting held between the host communities, and that is the community from Juba County and Terkeka, plus the government of Jongole and the IDPs in Mangala, in which they resolve to end any further escalation. They resolve to maintain peace, and that's why for the last 24 hours there is no recorded case of violence again in Mangala. This confirms that the meeting and the agreement they had reached as a result of that meeting is holding.
Maybe just to take us back a little bit, following that incident, how many lives were lost and the injured? And then any arrest made for
this one now is a police question, so you ask the police. But I've told you that in regards to the skirmishes in Mangala, the security have taken necessary steps to ensure that arrest. And of course, that scuffle was in the dawn, and the suspects all ran in disarray, and we dispatched teams to Mangala town to do, and all what they are doing now to engage with all the community so that perpetrators who could be identified and known are arrested, and the government is on course. Local, another question?
Okay, you may say it's not to him, but we are told that there were 6 bodies that were still not collected since the time of the incident and up to today. So maybe it is not your question, but I just want to throw it there.
Oh, you are throwing this question. This is my question because I'm the head of security.
So were those bodies collected or not?
There are 2 bodies that initially, because of the scaffolds, that were not collected, officially reported by the police in the intelligence reports I got, and we have directed the commanders in Mangala to ensure those bodies are collected and then subsequently buried. It's very unfortunate that we lost not less than 5 people because of those crashes. The security advisor will confirm when he arrives this afternoon. He's in Mangala.
Okay, in terms of the material support to those who are displaced, you have raised them.
Yes.
You raised kind of appeal there.
Yes.
Is there anybody that you want to direct your appeal to specifically?
I think well-wishers. You know, South Sudanese, we should care about a brother who is in need and a sister who is in need. The well-wishers, any individual who want help with food, clothing, especially children, mosquito net, and even the more essential food, which is the more critical for the IDP. So therefore, well-wishers, NGOs, humanitarian actors are welcome in their support to pull it to our state out of the sea so that we go and save lives, medicine and so on. Only Mirai is the one asking, and our people of Mihao. Xinhao. We speak Chinese now? Why? Another question?
Yes, maybe apart from
Mangala now.
Apart from Mangala.
Which one?
Some weeks ago, one of the former ministers of Juba said filed a case against the governor, yourself, in court over eviction. What is your say in regards to that?
I have not received any official case against the governor of the state, though I heard like you in the media. Once something is like that will respond. But however, as I heard, if you have to go by that information I got from the media, it's very unfortunate that somebody who has been a minister does not know a precedence and manner in which government operate. First of all, eviction is a legal requirement, and it is also within the instruments of laws of our country. And for that particular matter, that gentleman, you know, when you are given a responsibility, government responsibility, you are supposed to forfeit any government rights after 3 months of your service, if you are a politician. If it is a car, you are supposed to use now what we call support car. You have to surrender the official car of the government to the government. This is a matter of law. Number 2, if you are in a government house, within 3 months, either you are paid off or because paid off for you to go to a rent and you surrender that particular house. And as such, actually, the government of Central Victoria has left most of these people who have stayed for more than even 3 or 4 years. So they deserve to pay something to the government, but not vice versa. Actually, the government could have sued these particular individuals because they did not forfeit the rights for which they are trusted for. So I heard that he claimed for damages until we get this. Eviction is not the decision of the governor. The governor is the head of the government, which is the supreme organ of the government of the state, resolved due to defiance by certain individuals who previously occupied government houses. They have been directed to forfeit those rights and those houses. And the ministerial committee of the Council of Ministers, which was established as a result of that resolution, resolved that those who defied has to be evicted by force. And the legal administration took all the necessary measures. They were notified, and I don't know what has happened to that particular minister. So it is the government. Once we are served, we will respond as a government, not as an individual. You want to sue me as an individual, come to my house and then you treat me as an individual. That's a government decision. Yes, Lokure.
Yes, we're closing the year, and I want to also have your observation of how you have moved throughout the year. Remember, there was a time you launched an e-government system,
yes,
which has is intended to serve so many purposes, including minimizing or fighting corruption that is manifested in the manual system of maybe taxation and other things. So I want to know how far with the system or e-government system. Is it effective or something else happening?
But we are talking about Christmas. Why are you going to e-government? How is the Christmas linked to e-government? Or we want to ask to do Christmas person. Okay, I think I want to say this. First of all, the e-government is a very good system. Every country in the world is moving electronic. And I think it's the wish of every government for purpose of efficiency. So the e-government was run. It has produced results. I think we would ask the people of concern, Minister of Finance and their team, and the rest of the decisions, not only about finance. Somewhere there was a little bit of technicalities on that, which I think the government is thrashing out, and those technicalities definitely is going to work. So we hope to go e-government. Even we will go do what we call e-communication. You will not come to see me live, you will ask me wherever you are. And that is what we are moving for. Mr. Lokure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think it's
Good day. Go. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Our friend Taman.